choreography when that happens is the worst.
I'm always so
It's like 1 second feels like a year.
It feels like forever. I'm like, where is she? And I'm
Guys, one
it,
question, because there's
happening.
like a horrible painting that I did that I can't let you see this.
Let me see. Show us your painting. Oh, you know, I thought you were going to show us your painting.
Guys, it's horrible. It's horrible. It was a huge mistake. And
what are you painting?
I'm going to show it here with the new Miss Universe. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Fine. I was sweating
what
a little bit. I was like, I'm here. What am I doing?
Before we even go any further, I want you to explain that painting to me.
Oh my God. Well, I decided to start painting like 4 months ago, 3 months ago.
Really?
I can't paint. I'm like the worst.
I love
but
it.
You know what?
It's
like a therapy, and yeah.
You know what? This is the time for us to try out everything. So if you want to try out painting, this is the exact right time to do it. And maybe I'll try dancing as well, because I'm the worst dancer in the history of. So maybe I should start doing it now.
I'm here.
Are you okay?
I'm here. I love to dance, but I'm the worst at learning choreographies.
Learning choreography. Well,
yeah,
at least
I'm
you
the
can.
worst at that. But I love
yeah,
to
but
dance.
how have you been, Paulina? Tell us, how have you been? How's Colombia?
So, look, I've been in my house for like, what, 46 days now?
Mm-hmm.
In Colombia, I mean, they reacted. It was like the first countries in Latin America that reacted pretty aggressively and strictly, and I mean, there's not so many cases, and people are taking seriously to stay at home and stay safe. So yeah,
I mean, that's really good news.
Yeah,
I love that people are listening, because what is happening is across the world, there's so many places who aren't taking this seriously, and you'll find people outside and not socially distancing. We've had this problem in South Africa as well, where people didn't take it seriously at first, and then the rules were lifted a little, and then people were just out in the streets and not, social distancing. So I'm happy.
And it's so surreal. It's so surreal, Susie, when I think that for the first time we have one common problem.
The whole world.
In the whole world.
It is insane.
It's like, yeah.
It's insane. But then it's also connected us, as a people, because we are so disconnected. Once people are from different cultures and speak different languages, from a different race, we disconnect so much from each other. And this thing is the one thing that has shown us, that we can be the same. We can suffer the same things.
I know, exactly. And I think that when you are by yourself, alone, at your house, you can discover a lot of things.
Yes, you
can. Good things, bad things. It's like a good opportunity.
What good things have you discovered about yourself?
That I was procrastinating on so many things. Like, for example, I wanted to do an English course for the last 2 years. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
And I haven't done it. So it's like, hey, there's no excuse for anything now. You're getting like so many hours per day.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, you know what, Paulina? Do it.
Did you start with it?
Did you start with
it?
No. But what I'm doing is that I eliminated the subtitles when I watch them. Like, I started like little things, or I'm telling my friends that know how to speak well English to like speak with me. So I like started step by step. But I'm doing other things. For example, I started to read the books that I have on next to my bed.
That's a good way to learn. I mean, people learn in different ways. You don't have to literally take an online course. You could read a book, you could watch documentaries, you can do it in different ways. But it's so good.
This is a class right now. This is an English class. This is an English class right now.
You're so amazing at it. You communicate so well. It's incredible.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Also, I love your accent.
Thank you so much.
I want your accent. If I had to like choose one accent, it will be yours.
I'll borrow it.
It's like the most like glamorous and like sexy too. It's like, I love it.
Oh, thank you. You travel a lot with work, whether it's for fun, and so that hasn't been happening now. How are you working from home? Like, how's that dynamic working for you?
I mean, every time that I'm in Colombia, I stay a lot at my house, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
used to being alone, of course. I think, and now you know it. I mean, it's crazy that you're, I mean, how many, it's been for you 3 months or how many months? You say?
Yeah, since the crowning.
Like doing like the whole agenda and everything? Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's been 3 months, almost 4. Yeah, I've lost count. I can't even count anymore because I've been in this house for such a long time.
Rosie, I need to say that
So
since the
much.
Miss Universe, like I don't have track of time.
Yeah,
And
you know.
also like people don't know and we can talk about it. It's like it's a non-stop job. It's
Yeah,
24/7.
it is.
Like I once did an interview at 3 a.m., for example.
Wow.
Like
But
really
it teaches.
schedule and timing doesn't matter and
Mm,
it's non-stop. So after the Miss Universe, I'm really like I'm not like counting like every day and like
yeah.
which
I was about
I
to.
don't know.
What did that teach you though? Like, did it teach you anything about, I don't know, discipline, time management, hard work? Did you learn anything?
Discipline for sure, but I think that I'm a person that lives by like my emotions, and
Mm,
I love new experiences, and I love to get to know like different stuff, and like I love the challenge of adapting to new situations. And I was like that, but I was 2021, so I never really like developed that like my
you hadn't
essence.
developed yourself first,
And
but
exactly, so with the Miss
yeah,
Universe, it was like like
you got a
a
lot of
poet.
work.
I don't know what to
But I'll
say
tell
it.
you one thing that I appreciated about your reign is that you remained yourself. Like whenever I go back to the videos and your clips and everything, you were yourself, 100% of the time. And I truly appreciate that authenticity. Because it shows us that we don't have to change who we are in order to fit a certain mold, I guess. So I love that about your reign.
And I think that what I learned is that that is our power. Our power is that we're unique.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
There's no one like Zosie, there's no one like me, and I think that you really demonstrated that during the pageant.
Absolutely. There can only be one you, and you need to execute that to the best of your abilities. I wanted to ask you something else. Uh, Obviously, you judged for Miss Universe, which is like a whole other different thing from being a contestant. And
Oh
I
my God.
remember walking into the room, and when I first saw you, I was like, oh my God, you radiated so much energy and so much fun and so much light. And I just appreciated that you had that atmosphere for us, because it's nerve-wracking to walk into a room and you're going to be judged. But when you gave out that energy, there was sort of like an easiness in the room, but you took it seriously at the same time. And I remember I had a conversation with Paula for lunch this other time, and she was like, you took that job so seriously. You were the last person to leave the room while judging. How important was it for you?
So,
How
oh
important
my
was it?
God, I never like thought again about that. That's so funny. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So all the judges, finished. Maybe like a few of them stood for, I don't know, 15 more minutes,
Mm.
20 more minutes, maybe even an hour, but I stayed for like 1 hour, a
Yeah.
long hour, a long
Apparently,
hour.
you stayed very long.
Because also really, it's so difficult
Mm.
to evaluate. There's so many factors that you can like
Yeah.
take into account, like how did you answer, but also how did you make me feel, or
Mm-hmm.
how did how did you express your person. There's so many things, but yeah,
So
I
many
was the
factors.
last one, and I had like all the pictures like laid down, and like it was chaos. There were like all
But
the
I
people
love
were like next to me, and I was, yeah,
yeah, I guess it was important for you, to be that way because you wanted
really
others to make.
important because I mean, when you live it, it's like
Mm,
you're going to change someone's life, and
mm,
yeah, and I had to take it so seriously.
absolutely.
Yeah, it was a tough job, but you know what? I mean, I was so surprised. I mean, you met the girls also. I mean, you were with them for
I
20
was with
days. And of course, you know, like the quality of people that you
It
were
was
with
like
is
the most
amazing.
intelligent group of people and beautiful people from across the world. We actually have a question from Paula.
Oh,
Paula. She wants to know, what made you more nervous? Were you more nervous to judge or to be a contestant? Like, which one was more nerve-wracking for you? Which one made you more nervous?
no, of course, be a contestant, but I can say that I was so nervous. Like in Atlanta, I was like, why am I nervous? Like I'm the judge. Like this should be just, you know. Of course, it's a job. You need to be like super serious about it. But why am I nervous? But I was nervous for you guys.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I was so nervous for you guys, and also the first day that we needed to like evaluate was the interviews. And for me, I mean, it's like you need to stand there and like talk to 10 people, and you don't know what are they going to ask you. Yeah. And even if you prepared, and even if you know the answer, your nerves can just, you know, play a bad game in your head. But yeah. So I need to congratulate you because you really nailed it with all the questions. You were so secure. Like, how did you do that? Please tell us. Also, I mean, on stage on the final night, it's crazy. I was in my night, guys. Listen to me. I was like, I couldn't breathe. I felt that I was going to faint. I was like shaking, sweating. Like my mouth was so dry. Like all the signs of extreme like nervousness. It was horrible. Zozi, even when I like watch my videos, and it was 2014, 2015. It was a long time ago. And still, when I watch the videos of the competition, I get so nervous.
It's so crazy.
So anxious. Still, it's unbelievable.
That is so
unbelievable. Also, when I don't know what happened to you, but when I won, everything like became blurry. Like I had to watch the video that the Miss Universe did, like the whole behind the scenes, like Esther taking you off stage, you know, getting you in the glam room, retouch, and then all the interviews, etc. Yeah. I had to watch that video to remember what happened.
That is so crazy.
So many emotions that I was like, whoa, what happened?
In the blur, because they say your name and then you're hugged and then you're like sashed and everything is just super quick. I think it's
you don't have time to process.
Exactly.
And then the craziness started. But what happened to you? Like, what did you feel when they said your name?
It's so strange because I felt a sort of calm after that, and as much as I was blanked out, I felt calm and peace because I was like, it's done, you know?
You too!
I felt so much peace.
Like mission accomplished?
Exactly. It's like peace.
Like when you had like a good grade in a very important exam and you can breathe and right now?
And just like that. But here's the thing, Paulina, my thing was, for me, whether or not I had won at that moment, I felt like there was nothing more I could have done. Do you know what I mean? I did everything that I could. I executed it in every way that I wanted to. And I was proud of myself regardless of how the result would come. So in that moment, standing there with Medicine, I'm like, she's amazing. It could go either way. It could be one of us. But whatever happens, I'm at peace with that decision because I'm proud of myself. So I think
what was like that moment for you of the competition that you were like before holding hands with Miss Puerto Rico? Like during, like, for example, when I felt that I could really enjoy without like overthinking of doing like everything perfectly, etc., like the competition, it was the final look.
The final look, wow.
Like for me, the final look, because I already did the questions,
that's
you
true.
know, like that's the swimsuit thing, like everything.
No, that's true.
The last thing was because it was a little bit of like your show was a little bit different than mine. My last thing was the final look, but it was just the catwalk with a live song and music. True, and that moment for me was the moment that I said like, okay, now I did everything I could. I did everything. Now let's enjoy this.
Let's enjoy. That's very true. Well, for me it was different because we didn't have a final look or walk. We had a final word, like a speech that we had to say.
Yeah.
And so I think for me as well, after I was done with that part, I was like, we're done. There's nothing more. now we just wait and enjoy. What is happening?
So see, I'm not a professional like you. Like I'm not good with like I don't have a tripod. I don't know how to say it. Like I don't have a light.
You should get one. I don't know if any more questions are coming in. Let's see. But so a lot of people who follow you will know that you have a blog that you have abandoned for a very long time.
Yes.
But you've now come back to it. Would you like to tell us about your blog?
Guys, for sure. Well, I was so excited because the blog was basically, the purpose was to share everything about my life, my curiosities, the way I live, my past experiences, my mistakes, my learn everything. But now I'm going to change it a little bit, and I'm going to include my big family. I don't know if you know, but I have 7 siblings. And
Wow.
I know, so we're 8.
That must be fun, though, because
Crazy. I love it. No, yeah, I love it. And oh, you know that I met also your family? Like you were like on stage with all the craziness, and then I saw them like waiting. I was like, hey, congratulations.
Everyone could tell. It was so funny. Everyone could tell it was my family because they had like that whole.
Everyone remembers your family.
Like
everyone else. Like a lot of people told me too. Like, oh my god, her family, blah blah blah.
Oh, they were so
good vibes. Good vibes. Good.
I was so happy. Okay, there's another question.
But yeah, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to include my siblings because they have different professions.
Really?
And
are you like the eldest of your siblings? Or
sorry?
Are you the eldest or middle child?
I am the middle.
Middle, okay.
Yeah, the middle. So yeah, it's going to be like for the first time I'm going to work with them. I think it's fun, it's super interesting, and they're going to bring all their knowledge into the blog. So it will be a lot of like health and mental health and innovation and finance and food and
yeah, all those important things that our life revolves around. I love that. I will actually be following your blog because I want to see what you're getting up to, what you're doing.
Thank you.
I mean, we see you doing so much work. I mean, Adidas this side, you modeling this side. It's just like, it's amazing work.
Now I have 2 perfumes that I need to send it to you.
Yes.
2 of them as soon as I can. And it was super cool because it was the first time that I creating a product.
Oh wow! How was that?
What was smell? It's so special to really create a new smell, you know.
How was the process?
And like that perfect smell, like the one that you will say, like, you know what? I'm like I could wear this in the morning, in the afternoon, at night. So yeah, I need to send it to you.
Yes, you do. I can't wait to try it out. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it. I love that you have the business mind aspect of it all because this is what people don't know. The minute you win, even I think before the women win, they come in with wanting to achieve things, and then your business side comes alive as well because you become a brand, and your brand is your business. So I love that you actually worked and now have a perfume that I'm going to try out. Is it in stores? Can people find it there?
For now, it's only in Falabella, Colombia, but I'm working on it and have it worldwide.
Okay, fantastic. I'm sure you're getting so much support. Someone asked, what's your favorite memory from Miss Universe in 2014? Like, what was the one memory that sticks out to you?
It's impossible to choose, but I mean, there's so many aspects of it. I mean, the magic of moving into New York City,
right?
The capital of the world. Only that, it's a whole experience, right?
I agree. Just that one thing of moving your whole life and just starting
to the capital of the world. It's like, so of course, what I felt like entering the apartment that now you're in, and you know, seeing the streets of New York, everything was like really precious for me. But there's so many things. I remember with a lot of love, like hanging out in the office, and like just like joking around with all the people of the Miss Universe office. Like they're all, of course, like serious work with the computer. I was like, guys, what's up? They're like, Paulina, we need to work. I'm like, so who wants to play salsa?
I want to
Who
go
wants
give
to blah, blah, blah. I
it.
remember it was so fun, like being at Esther's office and blah blah. It was so much fun.
Yeah. Esther's
Um,
actually watching the live. She's here stalking us.
Esther, love you.
We love
Love
you,
you, love you,
Esther.
love you. But I mean,
So,
I remember so much also just, I mean, getting to live with all the people from the Miss Universe, all the guys from security. They became my
oh, I
friends,
love
my
them so
family.
much.
Esther also became my family. So it's like, it's really surreal that the people that you work with also, it's your family
They
during
kind
that
of
year.
become your family. Between you
You
and
know, and
I,
that's why I was so young. I mean, I'm 27.
true.
Girl.
We're the same age, girl.
But I was 22. I was 21.
And you
I
wanted
was
like
a
21.
little
So
girl.
you're
So
very young.
they were like, you know, expecting like so many things, but also I was learning and maturing and trying to understand the world. But I mean, it was so much learning and traveling and like unexpected experiences that I really loved. Like I think that after that I can adapt to any situation in the
Yeah, in the
world.
world, just because of that process. That's very true. Um, since you did Miss Universe and well, obviously the previous years and the years leading up to my year, do you think, you know, the face of pageantry, or rather the face of Miss Universe, you know, has changed? Do you think pageantry has changed? Has it stayed the same? Is it for the good? Is it for the worse? What do you
I
think?
do think that it has changed. I think that like you said, we're more connected than ever. I think that we're more aware of stuff that we were not aware before. And now, I mean, people have the possibility to get to know the Miss Universe in different platforms. And I think that now they're getting to see that it's not only about, you know, this pretty girl.
Yeah, there's
Like
so many
brains, it's
amazing
really important.
facets.
Like, what is your opinion?
I,
Like, how
I,
do you behave, etc. It's like, I mean, I think that a lot of people also told me that about you. It's like, what the heck?
yeah.
Like, this girl is so smart. And
Oh,
I'm like,
thank you.
yes, the Miss Universe needs to be like super smart, super quick. You know, it's
Thank
like the
you.
energy, everything. That's a huge part of this job. You know, you need to talk a lot. You need to
You
talk a
do
lot.
talk.
You're not like traveling
That's
the
true.
world only to do catwalks. Actually, that's like the least that
That's
you
like the
do.
least that you do.
The
That's
least,
very true.
the majority of the time you're talking, you're helping, you know, you're creating like speeches last minute, and you need to have a microphone 24/7 during a whole year in different countries and for different causes. So your brain it's on fire,
True.
on
I
fire.
I
And
absolutely
I think
agree with you.
that the people are getting to realize that the Miss Universe really needs to be a very, you know, integral. How do you like a complete package?
A complete package. That's the word. I love that. I love the change as well. I agree with you. Because you asked me how I feel about it as well. I think it's been a great change. But by saying great change, it's not saying the past Miss Universes weren't amazing, because they still are. I think Miss Universe has done such a great job with picking and choosing women every year who are women of substance, you know, beautiful women inside out, smart, and I think this is what people need to be learning, you know, about pageantry. And yeah, I absolutely agree with you. It's
I
been
know.
amazing. Let's see more questions. Everyone wants to know your favorite. Someone said, if you could teach me one word in Spanish, what would you choose?
Um, alegría. Alegría
Alegría.
means happiness.
Happiness.
Yeah.
Alegría.
Alegría.
What that
Also, I
means in
love
my
how it
language,
sounds.
we say uvuyo.
Uvuyo?
Uvuyo.
Uvuyo.
Uvuyo. Happiness.
Uvuyo.
Mhm.
Cool. Let's see.
Let's see.
I'm
Oh,
also
this
reading the
is such a
questions.
sweet one. Paulina, they're saying, what message would you want to give to your followers and fans at this time?
Sorry, what?
What message like of kindness and love would you want to give to your followers during this time?
Guys, I mean, for me, this has been, I'm embracing this like new life as a mental challenge. I think that it's a great opportunity to really know what is happening in your head and in your soul and in your heart. Um, the silence, I think that has been really important. I mean, I don't know how it's New York because, of course, New York is a whole another thing. But I think that it's a little bit like a little bit less chaotic than normally. And
Yeah.
you know what? After this, we're going to end up being stronger. And that is life. Life throws you challenges, and this is one of them. And we need to embrace it as a challenge. And we need to know that after this, we're going to end up so much stronger, and we're going to value so many things, and everything's going to multiply, you know? Like when you see the people that you love and you're going to go out on the streets without a mask, it's going to feel like you are in a movie.
Yeah.
It's going to be magical. Like imagine that when this is over. We're going to feel like we're like in a magical situation. And you know what? Just take this opportunity to, I don't know, try to become a better person. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Of course, we need this to stop. In Colombia, for example, there's a lot of people that have informal jobs, so they depend on the, you know, day by day work and when they go on streets and sell. So of course, a lot of people is suffering. So we need to be super responsible about it. We need to, the more responsible we are now, the sooner it's going to end. But also for the people that have the opportunity to, you know, have food every day, we need to be grateful about that. Have food and have a bed and have people to talk to, and just embrace this and try to just, you know, become the best version that you can, because also we have a little bit more time. You know, normally we're all, I think that before this we're all so fast. Everything was going so fast. So we need to see, I don't know, always see the positive side of everything, and be grateful, and just, you know, every day I try to do like little things, like little good things for myself and for others. And yeah. What about you, Zoe?
More and more. For me, I echo your sentiments so much, because it's true. I think we take life for granted so much. We take things for granted. When you wake up every day with health, you take that for granted because you think it's something that you're supposed to have. But it's not, you know, because other people don't have the health, they don't have the happiness, they don't have a family. And I think through this time, we were able to see other people's pain and to feel other people's pain. And so after this, I'm hoping that we can love more, appreciate life more, appreciate ourselves more, you know? So that's my message for people, you know, once we're finally able to get out there, support local businesses, support women, support minorities, support the people who are going to need your help when we're out there. I think one thing we have learned during this time is that we are so much kinder than we thought we were. A lot of people like to say humanity is lost and there's no more love and kindness in the world. But I've seen it during this time. I've seen people show it. I've seen people show up for each other. And I hope that we can continue after this.
For sure. I mean, and what a year for you.
What?
Like you won Miss Universe, then you start this like adventure, and now there's like a worldwide crisis. Like,
I know. I mean,
how are you feeling?
How special
so many...
can I get? I consider myself a special case. But it has been, you know, it has been difficult because obviously you want to be out there doing all these incredible things. But like you said, life throws you challenges and you just have to make do with what you have. This is happening at the moment and I'm embracing it and just trying to help where I can digitally. So yeah, you know, I'm doing all that I can, but it's been going good.
maybe it's good for you to like at least you have time to process like everything
Absolutely.
that happened, like
Absolutely.
that you won.
Yeah.
Because
No,
normally
I've had time
non-stop
to
and it's like what? Wait a second. Now you can like look back a little bit.
But also I get to talk to people like you. Imagine I wouldn't have had the chance to speak to all of these people that I speak to every week. So, you know, I'm trying to appreciate the little things as much as I can. Someone wants you to send a message in your language. I want to hear it too.
Oh, wow. Oigan, a todas las personas de Colombia o que están aprendiendo español o de Latinoamérica, les mando un beso gigante. Estoy muy feliz de hablar con nuestra nueva Miss Universo, que es una mujer, como pueden ver, espectacular. Y gracias por conectarse al live y les mando besos. What I just said is that kisses and that it's like an honor to talk with these spectacular women that we have now as Miss Universe. And that's it. Thank you for watching the live.
I was about to say I have no idea what you said, but I love it. It sounds good, and I agree. Thank you so much. But is there anything else that you want to ask me? Because I feel like we could go on forever. I'm loving it. I mean, I could go on for hours and hours, but...
Oh my God, Tulsi, do you remember my question for you? Or did I ask you a question?
You did. You did. You said, well, I'll do it exactly the way that you did it. I wish I had a table here, but I don't have a table. But you said, so, why do you want to be Miss Universe?
That is exactly, Zosie, because I was like this, because I was like, I wanted to like get closer to the girls. I feel like I was so far away.
That was your first question.
So you remember more than, yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun. And I was like, oh my God, she's so fun. And lovely. So that was your question to me. I don't remember what I said to you. I'm going to be honest. Because
But were you nervous?
I mean, there were a little bit of nerves, obviously, because you're walking into a room and you're going to be judged. But I think the minute you start speaking, for me, when I start speaking, my nerves go away instantly. So I'm lucky that way.
You're meant to do that for sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Because really still amazes me that like I never like felt nerves of like on your side.
Me. Yeah, I mean I was, but
like not even the catwalk, like anything, the answers, the private interviews, like
I was having fun. I think this is an important one before we can even be cut off or anything happens. Someone asked you, how do you keep your authentic self? I think that is such an important question. To keep our authentic selves all the time. And someone wants to know how you do it. How do you stay?
Well, I think that everything started before the Miss Universe competition, that I was like, well, how am I going to win in a competition of 90 girls, you know? Like, how are you going to make that happen if they're all spectacular, marvelous? And then I ended up with the conclusion that, I mean, the only thing that I can do is be myself.
Yeah, I agree.
That is like my tool.
Absolutely.
That's it. And also, I always like visualize myself when I'm like, I don't know, 85 years old. And I'm like, I don't like regrets. And I don't want to be like at 85 looking back into my life and, you know, feel regret about not being true to myself and not being true to others and my dreams and my passions and everything that you can imagine. I think that it's wasting your life if you're not authentic, you know?
Absolutely.
And it's also like train yourself. You need to be good to yourself. And I think that being authentic and embracing everything, good and bad, also, I mean, everything, just like your true colors. I think that it's so liberating. Absolutely. And it makes you feel just like happy, and you go to bed with calm, and you wake up, you know, with everything good in your head and in your heart.
Knowing that you chose yourself every day. Paulina, I'm so scared. This Instagram is acting up, and I'm so scared that we're going to lose this live. So I'm going to let you go. I am so happy.
Don't let me go! Please! No, but really, okay. When I can go to New York, I will go visit you.
Absolutely. Please come see me. Lunch is on you.
For sure.
But thank you so much. This was so insightful. I know people love catching up with you, and I think you're absolutely amazing. You radiate so much light and happiness and love, and we appreciate that.
Thank you, Sozi. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for this amazing interview. I think that is like my first like official live, guys.
I feel
of course,
special.
I had to be with Sozi. What are you talking about?
Of course.
I mean, of course.
Thank you so much, Paulina.
Thank you, Sozi. Hope to see you soon.
Hope to see you soon. Bye.
Ciao. Gracias a todos. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. That was Paulina Vega. She still looks as amazing as she did way back when she won. And I think the important takeouts that we can get from this live is to remain authentic and true to who we are at all times. There's only one you. Nobody can ever replace that. And if you hone your craft and by being yourself every day, yeah, you are doing yourself so much justice and you're doing the world so much justice. I think the second thing that we can take out of this live is to know that the world needs so much kindness. You know, Paulina spoke so much about that, working together and realizing that we're all the same, we're all going through this struggle. And in order for us to get out, we need to be constantly aware of our surroundings and the people that are around us, you know, spread that joy, spread that love. And I think this was such an incredible chat. I hope after today we can appreciate ourselves so much more. I think we can appreciate life so much more. Yes, that was the third point. Appreciate life so much more. And yeah, I hope that this helped. I hope that you guys can go down on your journals and write down these 3 points. Stay authentic, appreciate yourself, and show very, very much kindness every day. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. We're going to be back again on Thursday with another amazing live as usual with another fantastic guest. And thank you for the questions. I hope you guys were answered, and see you on Thursday. Oh, also remember #Universe United. Send us your stories, send us your journey. What have you been up to? We'd love to know. Bye.